Do I have a Lulu underwear on? I might. Well,
I don't.
You might have to pay for that.
Yeah, that's not free content. We don't.
Hey, how you doing? This is the 233rd episode of the Athletes Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We have the pleasure of talking with McKiya Mazur today on the Athletes Podcast, a fellow Perfect Sports athlete, diesel protein consumer, and someone who I'm very fortunate to be able to call a friend, a client of Cook Stark Management, and as you can tell, I got a little sun. We're back from our Cross Canada tour where we drove across the country in my aunt's Miata. And one of the stops along the way in Manitoba was Brandon, where we were able to see McKiya in person, chat for a quick podcast. This is a shorter episode, only 15 minutes long, nothing too crazy. But we talk about some of her ambitions, attending St. FX, what she's been able to accomplish over her previous years competing in the sport of hockey, more specifically also now dominating the world of high rocks amongst other athletic endeavors. She's a ton of fun, as you can tell in this episode. Just a quick one for you today, but hopefully her energy gives you folks a bit of motivation, maybe a desire to move a little, get your body going. Move with Mick is her Instagram. If you don't already follow her, I highly recommend that you do. She puts out amazing content, and she's only continue to get better because she has the power of time on her side. And one thing that I do know is that an athlete who is driven, who likes helping other people and pursuing their own personal fitness is a dangerous combination. And you folks are going to get it once you listen to this episode. Thanks for tuning in. We are powered by Perfect Sports. If you can't tell here, Canadian Maple's back in stock. I just drove across Canada, and you folks should be trying this product. It's in stock now. Use the code AP20. I promise you will not regret it. It's the best tasting protein on the market. The best protein on the market right now is diesel, so why not combine the best flavor with the best protein and get some of this in your system. Let me know what you think of this episode. Do you think we're going to get Lulu to sponsor us? I'm wearing their shirt right now. I was wearing their shirt in the episode. Maybe they'll come on and support the Athletes Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget about our athlete agreement. This is a thing. It's not free, actually. You thought, based on this 2-minute rant, that you were just going to get in here free content. No, it doesn't work like that. For this, all that we ask is that you hit the subscribe button wherever you're consuming, whether that's YouTube, Spotify, Apple, because it allows us to do this on a weekly basis, and it's going to help us make better content over the years, as we've been doing this for almost 5 now, which is crazy, but we're going to keep doing it. So save us a little time. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep doing what we're doing. Thanks for supporting. Hope you enjoy.
You're the most decorated racquetball player in U.S. history. World's strongest man. From childhood passion to professional athlete. 8-time Ironman champion. So what was it like making your debut in the NHL? What is your biggest piece of advice for the next generation of athletes? From underdogs to national champions. This is the Athletes Podcast, where high-performance individuals share their triumphs, defeats, and life lessons to educate, entertain, and inspire the next generation of athletes. Here we go.
I'm jealous of the gym life. What's your favorite gym outerwear? Are you a Nike, Lulu?
Okay.
You're a Lulu.
Lulu, shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Start the pod there.
Thank you, Lulu. Sponsor me. Thank you very much. Whole outfit is Lulu. Let's talk outfits. Okay, where's your shirt from?
Lulu.
No way.
Yeah.
My shirt's also from Lulu.
Guess where my pants are from?
Lulu. Guess where my shorts are from?
Lulu.
Nice. That's all.
Do I have a Lulu underwear on? I might. Well,
I don't.
You might have to pay for that.
Yeah, that's not free content.
Yeah.
We don't.
We're keeping this
PG.
PG-13. PG. The whole podcast. The whole podcast is completely G rated. I haven't had to.
Do you ever swear on podcasts?
Yeah, we dropped
a few
couple
fun
F-bombs. Yeah, silky mitts get tossed around all the time.
Fair.
And you end up. People get heated on the show.
I understand. I could feel that energy.
You're an athlete. You get it.
Yeah, I do get it.
You were
completely.
LDC CSM's first athlete, actually.
Yes.
For that matter.
Wow. Hi. Nice to meet you guys. Hope I haven't let you down yet.
McKiya?
McKiya.
How many people say McKiya?
Nobody. No one says my name right. It is McKiya. That's why I go by Mick. Mick is kind of...
That was the inspiration for Move with
Mick?
Move
with Mick.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm learning. I'm learning.
Now everyone knows. My account handle used to be BodPawsy23. Fun fact.
And that didn't catch on?
Well, I thought it just didn't capture what I was going for.
And it only had 1 year of real glimmer.
Yeah, exactly. It was like grade 7 and maybe a little bit grade 8. No, I'm not kidding. If you go to the bottom of my account, you'll see.
So wait, it was Body Posy 23 in grade 7?
Yes. I started my
so
Instagram account in grade 7.
What was the 23 in reference?
23 was my favorite number in the whole entire room. And I was 23 in hockey.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Clarity.
Yes. So.
Well, here we are in Brandon, Manitoba.
Best place on earth. God's country.
We're driving cross country. We had to stop, grab some Browns poke. What was that? A Southwest Bowl?
Southwest Bowl at Browns.
It was solid.
Elite.
And that's post workout fuel. We get the protein in.
Yes.
And now we're here to talk about the fact that you're crushing the training game.
trying to.
You are.
Yeah.
It's insane. You're all over social media.
It's a good time.
Smashing.
Thank you.
And you've got, what? How many? Couple hundred clients, it seems like you're ripping
I'm
through?
working my way up to triple digits for sure. I'd say I'm getting close.
That's legit.
Yeah.
And now you're starting up your own female only. You've got a bunch of pro guys you're working with.
It's fun.
Tell me, share some insights.
I'll paint the picture.
Thank you.
I grew up playing hockey, and I always trained in Brandon. I'm not from Brandon. I'm from Russell, Manitoba originally, so I'd have to come all the way to Brandon to train and skate.
2 hours away.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Mission.
A little bit of a trek, especially when you don't have your license. Got to make your parents drive. Shout out parents. So I started training at Outperform Athletics, which is now Circle B Fitness, and also a really great gym here. Female owned. Shout out Angie. She's badass. Wicked lady. So I was trained by the trainers there, and Paul was one of the head trainers there, and Paul came to the academy when it was built a few years ago, and he asked me to follow him, which I did. So it's really come full circle, and now I'm training athletes that are younger than I was when I started training, and it's been incredible. Yeah.
You're like impacting their lives positively.
It's wild. It's emotional. It can be really crazy when you're looking at a 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 10-year-old, and you're like, I've been you, and I know what you've been through, and I know where you want to go, and I just want to help them get there. So it's super neat.
I see what Lander saw in you when he signed you that first deal.
First deal.
He's like, I can tell she's gonna crush it, whatever she does.
I'm fired up. I think it's been so great so far, and there's so much more I want to accomplish, and I just want to keep building and helping people. Yeah.
I think I'm on Team Caramel with you now.
Yeah.
I think
we have a Starbucks at this academy. I'd like to also note that.
This academy is incredible.
It's
I've
sick.
traveled
It's
across
sick.
the country. It's top. It's podium for sure.
Yeah, it's wicked. WCHA, come check it out. Come stop by the gym. It's wicked.
If you're in Winnipeg, it's only 2.5 hours away. And
that's all you need.
And it's worth the trip. There's nothing else around it.
I promise you go outside, you don't see anything but fields. So it's a good time.
There's only hockey, tennis, pickleball, but you're gonna get your
basketball
ass
court,
kicked. Oh,
track.
Yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked athletically. That's for sure.
Yeah,
see,
you
there's
can do
the
anything.
swearing. It
There's
comes
a
out.
sick pickleball league here.
Is there?
Like, it is always bumping out there.
Why did you not lead with that? Why didn't you tell me?
If your top sport is pickleball, it's great for any age. Change of direction, cardio. It's got it all. Hand-eye.
Racket sports are the best for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
They help for aging, like anti-aging. It's ridiculous.
It's fabulous.
You're like almost saying it sarcastically with me.
No,
Do you play?
I'm genuine. It's sick. And
Do you play?
there's a lot of older population too, which is even better to see. Like, it's so sick. Plus, we got all the academy kids ripping pickleball too, so it's just all ages.
The best is when you have like a 60-year-old crush a 16-year-old.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
there's spectators at these events.
If you're a pickleball player, drop a comment down below where you're playing, and we're gonna create a tour.
Yeah.
We're gonna travel around and take on. We're gonna find the best
pickleball player.
the best 50-year-old pickle player in Canada. We're gonna tee them off. Every 50, 60, 7-year-olds. We could make this a seriously competitive league. Perfect Sports will support it for sure.
Yeah.
You imagine? We're gonna get this aging
Pickleball
demographic jacked.
Sports.
We're gonna get some jacked
That's also
pickleball
the
players
goal.
ripping around Canada.
That's wicked.
I think it's a thing.
It's taken off. Like, I'm telling you, pickleball's crazy.
Yeah, did you do anything outside of hockey, or have you just been that since day one?
No, I grew up small town Manitoba, like Russell. Like, I grew up on a farm,
nice.
The whole shebang.
Chickens, cows.
Yeah. If you actually know my socials, I call my athletes my little chickens.
I'm
right. So there's actually my first job. The way I made income was selling eggs. There's a reason I say my little chickens.
Would you consider yourself almost TikTok famous at this point?
Okay, we're gonna take it easy on the F word, but I have like 12,000 followers. So I guess mantra?
I
TikTok?
basically every time I open my TikTok app, which is not often, I'm greated by
Hello, my little chickens.
and that's the intro.
And that's it. That's all
the
you
intro.
need.
It's great. It's great. I look
Yeah.
forward to it. But I also think that what you're doing should be highlighted. You got to get more people coming to what you're doing because the power of sport is unmatched.
Oh, and also like being a female in this field is like so sick, and I love it. And like it's so cool to like also like see these little girls like also wanting to get stronger and wanting to get better. And like the younger they start, right? Like reduce chances of injury, like just more confidence in the weight room or on the ice or whatever they're doing, right? It just leads into so many other aspects of your life. And like it's sick. And like I don't know, I also think it's like a new face of healthcare too. I know I'm seeing athletes, but I see these athletes more than you see your doctor. And I have older clients too, and that's the same thing. You know?
There's a recent study put out that actually references the fact that exercise is the only form of modality that allows for actually degradation in like the body, and it actually reverses that. And no other drug does, like Band-Aid, medication puts a Band-Aid, physical
it just trumps
effort,
all movement.
it actually can
medicine,
make you better.
Medicine.
Yes.
Sick.
So I'll link that study down below. But where you also learned a bunch of this is at St. FX.
Yeah.
No big deal. I see you flashing the ring there. You're just
Just to let you know, if you came around me with any kind of drink, especially alcoholic, if my ring goes in there, it goes down the hatch. That's the rule. I don't know if you know that.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I've been fallen victim to that.
Yeah.
At the lower deck. At the lower deck.
He's naming like the best place in Canada right now.
If people know the lower deck if they're
Have
watching.
you heard Signal Hill live? If not, you're missing out and you gotta go. Yeah. But yeah, love St. FX. Had the time of my life there.
I think what would be useful over these next couple minutes is also highlighting how you've been able to overcome injuries.
Yeah, that's been crazy. Hence, one of them is the scar on my shoulder. Yeah, I don't know. I think you go into university sport and you're at the bottom of the, I guess, the chain of the ladder of the, what's the?
Totem pole?
Yep. What's the other? The fish? Small fish and a big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
I got you.
Yeah, you come to university and you're at the bottom again, and which is really cool and exciting. But my first year was COVID, so I didn't have a season. And you come in and you're like, biggest thing is like trying to figure out your role on a team with 20 girls you've never met before. And you don't even have external competition, which leads to like you kind of going crazy a little bit, right? And just trying to fit in and figure out everything and balance school and hockey. So we didn't have a season. Then my second year, we had like half of a season. East Coast was one of the safest places during COVID, and a lot of people navigated that way.
Mm-hmm.
So we had half a season. We lost out first round of playoffs, but still kind of almost like barely remember the experience because it was always just so heightened with COVID. Like it was just like everyone's like walking on eggshells, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then my third year, in my first semester, I got a concussion that took me out for about a month. And then came back after Christmas. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. It was like maybe first week back of practices, I got tripped just doing a drill and like going 100 miles an hour and tripped and my collarbone snapped. So yeah, it was crazy.
And now you're dealing with lack of a ligament.
Yeah, so you're good.
What's good, dude?
You're good. You can hop on the bike. We'll be done right away.
It's okay. You can jump in too if you want.
Yeah, you can hop in. This is one of my athletes, Jonah. Yeah, so it was crazy. So I snapped my collarbone in half, and I made it my goal to like rehab it, or like I got surgery right away because it was like literally overlapping. I have a plate and 7 screws in there now, and
Bet that feels good.
It feels so cool.
Any issues like now? Fine.
I'd say metal detectors are crazy in airports. Just get shot. I'm kidding. It doesn't actually go off, but no, I have a lot of issues. I feel like just like range of motion, being able to get my arm above my head. I've worked with osteopaths with that because it's just very uncomfortable. Anything superficial, a seatbelt, a barbell, like I'm just a plate is right there, right? So that's that.
Front squats aren't fun then for you.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to think about what else would be. Yeah.
Anything, like literally front squats are the worst ever.
Yeah.
And then played at nationals. It was still broken. My doctor kind of gave me a yellow light, took it as green. I don't know. I was like not in shape, but I still train, and that's why it's a scar now. Is because my staples got infected because I was biking a lot and still sweating. So I will still deal with this scar, and I'm actually proud of it. So that's fun. Yeah.
That's a testament.
It was
right?
wild. It was like biking, doing single leg squats, and my arms in a sling. It was wild. Yeah. And then, Yeah, and then I tore my ACL in my senior year, so that was sick.
But you're still racing high rocks in Italy.
Yeah, and then I signed up for high rocks in Italy. So because it's all linear, like my main issue is you can't do lateral stuff because it's unstable, and like change of direction is the main issue, like hard impacts and cuts. So everything's in a straight line. So I was like, this is.
Just gotta go forward, coach. I don't have to go
literally
anywhere.
only go straight, and you're good. So, yeah.
It's legit. Can you explain how excited you were when I sent you a note about Perfect Sports?
Okay, you guys, I'm telling you, since Bod Posy 23, I bet if you go back, I made a protein pancake recipe with this vanilla protein. This one's chocolate, but also I've used chocolate protein powder. But I'm not kidding. You go back to the very, very start, and you'll see a picture of Perfect Sports. And this is the only protein that I had that didn't taste bad when I wanted to drink it or add it to something. It's not chalky, it goes down smooth, and I loved it. And when you told me, I was like, oh my gosh, you don't know about Bod Posy 23, but we go way back.
I did not know about Bod Posy 23,
No,
but I
everyone
do know that it is the best protein in Canada. World's Strongest Man uses it.
Oh, it's sick.
A ton of our Cookstart management clients are using it now.
I know, it's fabulous. And for how much water I have to drink for my athletes,
Yeah.
I usually need a little something in there, and that's why I love the BCAAs too.
You gotta get it in you.
I'm telling you, like the pineapple is next level, and I will die on that hill. Like it's so good.
It's in my next order. I'm gonna be taking it for this cross-country tour.
Yeah.
Keeping me hydrated the rest of the way. Hopefully for that half marathon too.
Yeah.
Make sure we finish
Good
that.
luck, good luck,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
luck.
If we make it in the Miata, we still got 1,000+ kilometers to
I
go.
don't know. That soft top's
You-
gonna fly off.
Were you surprised when I got out of there? Because you hadn't seen me in person.
Oh, ever. First time seeing him, he's like this big, sitting in his car, and then I'm like, whoa, okay. He's tall. He's tall.
What are you gonna do, man? Sometimes you got to make work with what you got,
Yeah,
right?
facts.
Even if you
got
don't have a ligament.
half an arm and half a leg, you
Yeah.
just keep going.
I think that should be the kind of moral of this episode, is the fact that you just keep chugging along,
Seriously.
keep creating stuff, creating
There's a
content.
will, there's a way, and honestly, you can't. I don't know. Got to move. Got to find a way.
I think we have 1 minute left. We should shout out Jeff, and
Jeff.
I want you
oh
to
my
share.
God, Jeff Lavecchio. Also, he's gonna be a dad soon. Fun fact. That's so sick. I'm so pumped for him. He's unreal. He's helped me so much in my journey. Great source of information on Instagram. It's all free, and that's his main goal, is like helping as many athletes as he can. And like that's really trying to be my motto too. Is like, why not? Like seriously, you
Heck
have
yeah.
the information. Like share it, spread it, make everyone better. The more people you help, the better the game gets. Right? Like it's domino effect. So. Shout out to him for helping me with a lot of my journey so far.
Shout out to you for coming on the pod.
Oh my God.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I got 2 of my athletes biking back.
It's perfect
They're
timing.
just getting
getting
the
warm.
actual in real life.
Hey, this
podcast.
is part of learning that it's not all just sunshine and rainbows coaching. Sometimes you got weirdos asking to chat on a podcast.
Yeah, literally.
Do you want to shout out anyone else? Parents, inspirations?
Always. My mom, my dad, my brother. Love
Yeah.
you guys. You're the best.
Was there one athlete that inspired you before we let you go? One
my
piece of
gosh.
advice you want to leave the next generation of athletes with today here in McKiya Mazur?
Oh my gosh. Where focus goes, energy flows, my friends.
Thank you for not actually dropping it. Boom. That's the pod. Thanks, boys. Thank you, folks, for tuning in to the 233rd episode of the Athletes Podcast. Big shout out goes to Move with Mick for coming on the show and allowing me to work out while I was in Brandon, because holy Dinah, did I need a little lift in there. And shout out to the other boys who were in the building during that training session. I hope I didn't impede too much. But either way, we know we'll be back in Brandon doing that cross-country drive at some point again. So without further ado, we'll see you next week for another new episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.